So I'm trying this new setup. Let me make sure that I am, because last week I went live and guess what? No sound. So I said I was going to check my sound without, and I'll delete this later. Why is am I frozen? I froze for a second. For some reason, my is running slow. Okay, there it is. And there's a buffer. And this is just something like, let me, I checked this before I came on, but I guess, I don't know. Let me check one area. And it's freezing up. I don't know what that's about. So let me go ahead and get started so I can see what is happening with this live stream today. But for those of you all who do not know me, my name is Michelle, aka the live streaming teacher. And what I do on this channel is I help, and let me bring myself down some. I help teachers to who are leaving the classroom and looking for another stream of income. And you don't have to just be leaving the classroom. I help teachers who are looking for other revenue sources with the skill set they have, not acquiring any other skill set. Because one of the things that I notice is that teachers tend to think that we don't have these great skill sets. We do. We have customer service. We have all these different organization skills that we don't hone in on, that we tend to forget that are there and in our profession. So today, what I'm going to do is help you to kind of look at on the bright side and look at that glass as half full, because a lot of teachers tend to think that, hey, because I'm not in education or I've left education, that it's going to be something that you have to mourn. Education for me was a good profession. It was. I raised my son, I bought a house, and sometimes it's just time to move on. It is. It's just time to move on. So this is the channel for all the things, and my goal is to focus on teachers because the landscape of education is much different than it was 20 years ago when I first began. So that's where I am. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about how I got to this point. Well, I am the mother of one son who's 30 years old, and I have one grandson. So I did a lot of things really early on. And I found myself at the age of 37 with a child that had already graduated from high school, and my life was much different. So in 2013, I began a business, and it has turned into several different things. So it started out and in Louisiana as a necessity for for professional development, because at the time Louisiana did not have a plethora of resources for me as an educator coming from Texas. So started out there, then did the blogging, did started doing some trainings, and then the pandemic hit. And even before the pandemic, I had a tree fall on my house, and I had to quickly shift my business to an online platform. So I started delving into, let me see if it's going to come up. It's taking some time to come up. There it is. All right, so this is, go ahead, the platform that I use. It's called Crowdcast. I use it to, I have a business which is the Math Intervention Academy under the Ignited Teacher, and I use it to host websites. It is a very cost effective um, program. I've been using it for some time, and it does all the things. So I host workshops for teachers, and this is one that I have coming up on the 16th for teachers. And it's about test prepping, taking yourself from stress to success. Because test prep can be something that's very, very, very stressful for teachers. And I'm showing you this platform because this is what I want teachers to feel like, hey, they have a way to still be a teacher, but in a different way. And especially with the greening of education, it is turning into something totally different. And with companies, and we have politicians trying to tell teachers how to teach. And what I do know is, I do know that we need more teachers to get on independent platforms like Crowdcast and to teach teachers how to teach. That's what we need. And I don't know why this thing is still spinning. It is driving me nuts. But that's okay. There it is. There's a lag in it. So this is one way. If you're thinking about, I'm going to leave education, but I don't have a plan, this is one of the things that you can do to continue to help move public education forward. I am a proponent. I support public education. I've been a teacher for 24 years. And I can't say that I've always said that I never saw myself retiring from teaching. I haven't. I never, and people are like, well, are you going to retire? No, I'm not going to retire because I don't see myself working even another 6 years in education. I feel like I have, it has run its course for me. I enjoyed it, and it's time for me to move on to a different way of teaching and honing my school skills. So there is life after teaching. That's what I want to tell you. There is life after teaching. You don't have to mourn, and you don't have to substitute. That's another thing. You don't have to substitute. I know a lot of teachers that they retire, and then I'm like, you're subbing? I want this and what I'm doing to be something for teachers where they don't have to go into a school unless you want to volunteer to read to the kids like some of the other people do that have come into classrooms. But I don't want teachers to have to constantly go back to a school system that caused them so much trauma. So that's what this is about, having a plan, and knowing what am I going to do. Even if you haven't quit, if you're thinking about quitting, this is a place and a space for you to come and learn just different tools and different ways of transitioning from the classroom into having some freedom, not being able to not, or at least having the freedom to go to the restroom when you want to, the freedom to go work out at noon. That's what I'm so much looking forward to, being able to go say, hey, I want to go to do kickboxing in the afternoon as well. So this is what this is all about. If you're quitting and if you're looking for another plan, this is the place for you to navigate that space and be able to create a plan to transition away. And if you have already left, then I'm going to create videos and other things for you all to watch. If you have not, if you are not on my email list, I have a freebie called the Lord have mercy. I have a freebie called the Virtual Workshop Roadmap. I don't know why that just escaped my head. I have and I'm dropping in the comment section once I am finished with this. And this thing finally popped up. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It is lagging today. But I'm going to drop that link and I'm going to pin it if you're on YouTube to it. Get that virtual workshop roadmap. It's called Teach. It's something that we do naturally with teaching. We go in and we plan. The Teach mnemonic is to help you think through the planning part before you even go live. That's what it does. So get that. It's free. It's something that I offer for all of people who are joining me, and it'll opt you into my email list. So I'm so happy that you all are joining me. Let me give you a round of applause. And I look forward to you being a part of my community. And if you have any questions, comments, drop them in the comment section. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.